Did you get that? Did you feel like that? Would you say, like, because we've only watched the second film, would you say this is better than the second film Shinkai ever made?
Mm, yes, I think so.
I would agree with that.
What was Shinkai's second film again? I forget. I like being lied to. Kind of gets me off, you know?
Oh my god!
Hello, fellow weebs and otakus, an episode of Anime Fix, where your fix for all things anime. I'm Chase.
I'm Lance.
Hi, Lance.
Hello.
I didn't wake up early today.
Never do. I was up at 5:30.
Bro, it's been a while since I woke up early, actually. Actually, no, it hasn't. It's been like 3 days. I went to jiu-jitsu at like 5:30 on like Friday.
But how long has it been since you woke up early and you glad to wake up early?
Anytime it's jiu-jitsu, that.
Fair, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I set an alarm today for like 6:30 this morning. I woke up, went to the bathroom, and turned the alarm off because I leave the alarm clock in the bathroom, so I don't have to go, so I don't go back to bed. But I went back to bed, so it didn't work.
I'm thinking, I've done this before. I'm gonna not have my phone. I'm not gonna use an alarm.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to sleep when I'm tired. I'm just gonna get up. I'm not tired anymore.
What happens if you wake up late for work?
I put in enough hours.
You put in enough hours. That's fair. Well, like you just wake up though, and like you start getting like a someone's like calling you in the morning. Is like, where you at for this meeting?
Well, our first meeting of the day is until 9.
Oh, lucky. Mine's not until 10.
And if I'm still sleeping in bed till 9, probably something's wrong.
Yeah, that's true. What did we watch? We didn't read anything this time, but what did we watch?
No, we watched Summer Ghosts.
Yeah, Summer Ghosts.
Movie...
I thought it was an hour and 18 minutes. It's only
40
minutes.
It's only 40 minutes too. I was getting towards the end. I go, oh, sure, wrapping up early. I wonder what they're gonna do for like the remaining 30 minutes of the movie. Yeah. And then I checked. It's like, oh, only 10 minutes left.
Yeah, I was thinking like because I saw like before it was like an hour and 18 minutes. I thought and
so
then, like. Yeah, and then I got on Amazon, and then I was like looking at which one to purchase, the Japanese or the English, and I was like 41 minutes. What?
Yeah, that's the internet lied to you. Big surprise.
I know, right? I have a problem because I believe everything I read on the internet.
I know you do.
I know, but they got it done in 41 minutes, so it's fine with me.
Yeah, they really did a good job. It was going in not realizing until towards the end that it was only 41 minutes. Mm-hmm. I didn't notice that until, like I said, I was surprised at how they seem to be wrapping things up quicker than I expected. And did a really good job of bringing you into the story, telling you everything you need to know in a short period of time. It's kind of like, it's definitely not as good as, but it's similar in that they tell a lot in a little bit of time, like Garden of Words.
Yeah, I would agree. I would say that it didn't do as good of a job as Garden of Words did.
Oh, no, not as good, but
no, but like it was still really good. I just wish the characters were a little bit more fleshed out. Obviously, it's a short story, and you only got to know a little bit of background. See, I think it's still.
Oh, you froze.
Yeah, you froze. You're freezing all the time.
You froze. You freeze.
Bro, your mouth is not in like the right thing of like the words you're saying. So like I just can't look at you because it looks like I'm watching sub, so it's hard.
You're right. The characters need to be fleshed out more, and that was probably one of the biggest things that differentiated it from Garden of Words. in that Guard of Words, you knew a lot about the characters, about their backstories, their lives, how they got to where they were, all that stuff. In Summer Ghost, it kind of leaves you wanting more. Like for instance, I still don't know if Rio,
yeah.
if he is dying, if he actually is dying, or if he's just making light of death. Because there's been a couple instances in there where he made like a joke, like, "Oh yeah, I only got 6 months left or whatever." He's like, "Oh, I'm just kidding." And
Oh yeah, I mean, but that was not to make his friend sad.
I know, I'm saying though, it's like, but they brushed over that. That's what I'm saying is they didn't go into like what made him sick. How long has he been sick? Is he absolutely terminal, or is it just less likely that he's not going to make it? Like, I guess there's so much.
Like you didn't know that like at the end of the movie, or you didn't know that like while you're watching it.
While I was watching it.
Okay, yeah, because like he obviously like said it like when he's talking to Io and Tomiya, you know.
Oh, and then also Tomiya, or no, Kaio. Kaio.
Io.
Which one was the girl? Kaio, right?
Io, yeah.
Kaio.
AOI. AOE.
Io. Aoi. Aloy.
Yeah.
No, Io.
I don't know. Io. AO. Maya he.
And when we meet the ghost, and she first shows herself to Io.
Yeah.
And she says the only reason why you can see me is because you're basically inside you want to die.
Yeah, you're contemplating death.
Contemplating death.
Yeah.
And they never touched that on again with her.
What do you mean?
Why is she?
Yeah, they do.
When did they bring up her contemplating death again?
Bro, she
I totally missed. That's what that was. Okay. I thought I was just, when I saw that, I thought she was just, we didn't see her jump off the building, did we?
No, she didn't jump off the building because the people that were bullying her stopped her from jumping off. And it was like, no, like, obviously they're bullying her, but they don't want her to kill herself.
I totally missed that. When I saw that scene, I just thought she was like staring longingly out into the horizon. It did not even dawn on me that she was contemplating suicide.
Yeah, bro, she jumped up on that ledge and was about to jump.
Totally missed that. Went right over my head.
Yeah.
Well, then what about Caillou?
Rio, you mean?
Yeah, no, not Rio. There were two guys and the girl. Rio,
Tomiya.
Yeah.
Tomiya is contemplating death because he's not living his life for himself. He's living it through his mom because she makes him keep going through class prep and exam prep, but he really wants to be an artist, and his mom doesn't want.
You just need to educate me because I just like.
Did you even watch the movie?
I did watch the movie. Watch the movie. I
know
a little bit. Here you know I watched the movie. I first see the ghost. Like I knew ghosts were real.
Yeah.
If that was me, the actual ghost there, I'd be flipping the fuck out. Like there's an actual ghost here. Like this is real. Even if I believed it, I would still be freaked out because I'm actually seeing a ghost. And they were just like, "Oh yeah, ghosts are real." I was more caught up with, and maybe this is why I sort of missed on other things because I was more engaged. I'm trying to find her body when we found out that
Yep.
she was killed
instead of committing suicide.
Suicide, yeah. And that whole journey I thought was very interesting and finally find. And then I was a little bit like when they finally find the suitcase.
Yeah.
I thought they were like, we're searching for the suitcase so you can reconnect with your body and then come to peace and go move on to whatever your next journey is.
Yep.
When they go, we got to go find the actual suitcase. I'm like, you're digging up a body. And when they were talking about like giving her mom peace, I'm like, what are you gonna do? Drop the body off at the front porch? Like a little
call the cops. Obviously.
Huh?
They're gonna
they did.
The cops, obviously, yeah.
If it was that obvious.
Well, I mean, I don't think they're gonna drop a body off at the front door, Lance.
I mean, but how are you gonna explain to the cops? Oh yeah, we were just playing in this off area that we're not supposed to be in, and we just stumbled across a suitcase with a dead body from
Yep,
3 years ago.
totally. That's how you do it.
I don't know about that, but
Yeah.
I was more engaged in the relationship between boy and the ghost.
Yeah, that is definitely a huge part of it. Um, yeah, I think it's what she said about it, like this is my past, but it's your future, right, or your present. I like that, and then the saying of what Tomiya said, or what I think the whole message of it, where they said everyone everyone eventually dies, or like everyone dies, but does anyone truly live? That hit me pretty hard. That was pretty cool. Pretty cool message.
I think that's it's very true. So many people go through just the motions of life without
Yep.
like kind of like sometimes joke that people like view life like a video game, like it's a leveling up system where you know you got to get this before you can get this, and you got to get this before you can get that,
Yeah.
versus just going just if I get there, there are multiple things I want to do. Some things I'll get to there sooner, some things I'll get to there later. Nothing is dependent on each other, right?
Yeah.
Like me, I didn't. It took me a few 6 years to get my degree,
Yeah.
um, and I always knew that I wanted one, but it was a long journey, and but that didn't stop me. Like I started, I got a job, try to move up as best I could in that job, um, and started, time when I thought was going to be my career. I even finished my degree, and I didn't have to wait on the education to finish. I worked on it, end up with that, right? A lot
Yeah.
of people probably think you have to a degree before you can start your career. Um, so that was a nice message saying living life, enjoy life, do the things that you want to do. Don't let anything hold you back.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that too. And then, you know, obviously Rio was contemplating death because he was gonna die eventually after, 9 months. So like he was thinking about it too. So
He, what do you think? What do you think was ailing him? Did that ever cross your mind?
I thought it was a brain tumor or something like that. 'Cause
He's
they,
awful
they
young for a brain tumor.
they explained it when he was at the doctor. I can't remember what it was though.
Get up right now.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Just from a terminal illness, it looks like maybe.
I don't remember them being specific.
Yeah, I don't know if they were specific, but definitely a terminal illness. Um,
Um, do you feel about these three kids coming together? Yes,
yeah,
I think
who reached out to everyone? Was it Rio or Tomiya?
I think Tomiya, but I feel like it was more of I think Tomiya maybe posted like on an online forum, "Hey, I'm gonna go ghost hunting. Who wants to join me?"
Yeah.
And the other two are the only ones that responded, and that's how they met.
Yeah.
You hear who? So familiar with the guy who created
Yeah,
it?
it just says terminal illness. What do you say?
Are you familiar with the artist who
He's the one
created
that
the?
did I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, right?
Seen that?
I haven't seen that, no. Have you?
No. What? I want to eat your pancreas.
Yeah.
It's written by
Maybe it's the illustrator.
Rotaka. She? see here. What's his?
I heard that I Want to Eat Your Pancreas is like one of those like Shinkai films that makes you cry.
It?
Yeah, that's what I hear. I hear that a lot.
Well, now we have to watch it.
I know, for sure.
Trying to look up, see here what his filmography is. The Japanese writer mostly of horror stories as well as a filmmaker, but I can't see.
Okay, so he's an illustrator animator, but he worked on I Want to Eat Your Pancreas and Jose the Tiger and the Fish. And
Okay.
Summer Ghost is his directorial debut.
Oh, okay, so he's brand new as a director. All right.
Yeah, but he worked on both those animes.
I think he also worked on JoJo's.
Bizarre Adventure.
He wrote a novel in the fourth arc of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. But yeah, this was his directorial debut.
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 Yeah.
So he worked on Jose Tiger and the Fish. Josie Tiger and the Fish, not Jose.
I know, Josie Tiger and the Fish. That was a great movie too.
That is a great movie. Did you see? So he worked on it, so didn't direct it. But did you see any similarities between Josie Tiger and the Fish and this one? I think that now that when you say that, is there anything that probably stuck out to you that
the
he
art
was influenced from?
style, art style definitely I think is pretty similar.
This is going to be a guy, not a bad first film. This is his debut.
Yeah, it's not a bad one
Director.
for sure. Oh, there's a manga and 2 novels. Ooh.
Summer Ghost.
Yeah.
But I think they're definitely interested in following this guy's career,
Yeah,
where
for
he
sure.
goes with.
Might be a new Shinkai, who knows, right?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I mean,
If he makes a longer movie and fleshes out characters more, yeah, for sure.
I think I had to start somewhere, and we watched some of his earlier stuff. This is probably a better first director's movie than we watched at least the second film he ever made. We haven't watched his first film yet. We're waiting.
For what?
I'm saying I think this is probably a better first attempt debut than I'm betting I had.
Yeah, so loundraw, next project, a bit like the Spirit Ayana film, looks to set to ride with a blaze of fireworks. Yeah, so like everyone's like real excited for his like next like big project.
But did you get that? Did you feel like that? Would you say, like, because we've only watched the second film, would you say this is better than the second film Shinkai ever made?
Yes, I think so.
I would agree with that.
What was Shinkai's second film again? I forget.
Um,
I'm just trying to remember his earlier works, and I think it is better. So I'll confirm.
Shinkai's second feature film was 5 centimeters per second.
I don't know,
I'd say it's better than 5 centimeters.
I would say it's on par.
Chase,
I don't know if I say it's better.
I would say probably. What do you think about this versus Chase Lost Voices?
This is better than Chase Lost Voices.
For sure, definitely better than Chase.
Yeah, this is better than Chase.
And that was Shinkai's third film.
Yeah.
So,
if he made this into a longer movie and fleshed out like Rio's backstory, yeah, because the end when they're talking, like they're all in a circle. Did you know that Rio was already dead? Like,
I didn't get. In that,
you didn't know he was dead?
Oh, I thought that scene was after the at the very opening scene when they're out in the field and they're lighting fireworks.
Yeah.
That was after the scene where they reconnected back at the diner and they were going out there again.
Oh, I don't know, but the very last scene is the next summer, and Rio's dead. He's a ghost. That's why they had the fireworks and everything, and that's why they walk home
Okay.
alone together.
Okay. I thought that was just a continuation of the.
He even said it's been 9 months since I've died, or 6
I
months
didn't.
since I've died.
I totally missed that whole bit.
What time did you watch this movie at?
Uh, 10.
10? You're probably exhausted then.
Ben. Sleep right after. So.
Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, because I didn't realize it until like I got an inkling of it like probably a minute, 2 minutes in, like when they were talking, and I'm like, they're all holding fireworks. It's the next summer. He only had 6 to 9 months to live, so he's gone. And then obviously, like when he started talking about it and everything, yeah, it makes sense.
Tell me more. Tell me more that you saw in the film that I supposedly watched.
I mean, I think I mentioned everything. It was only 40 minutes, so like, but you missed like half of it. I think you were just so invested in finding the body thing and like them flying as ghosts and stuff.
I thought that was because that was the most interesting part to me.
The most
When you
interesting part
said-
to me was all the kids' struggles with depression and like suicidal thoughts. I thought that was the most impactful thing for me.
It was hard to connect with them though. On it. I mean, like the things that they're going through are definitely real, but
Do you think maybe I
didn't-
connected with them more because I went through that?
I wouldn't say you're unique in feeling that way.
But do you think like that's why I connect with those stories more than what you would connect with them?
Maybe for you. What I'm saying is that
Ugh.
I don't think that I wouldn't say that I didn't have those kinds of experiences.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not why I didn't connect with it. The reason why I didn't connect with it is because they didn't see enough of their struggle. Like Silent Voice. Silent Voice, you see the struggle that those characters are going through, like you're witnessing it, right?
Yeah.
Which is different from being told, and yeah, I'm really bullied.
I mean, you witness it. You witness it.
Yeah,
in
but
at least 2 of the characters, not the third.
you witness it like a little bit. But I'm talking. I need to hit cut deep.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like silent voice deep.
Silent Voice deep for me to care.
Oh.
Like,
Okay.
This isn't to say that their experiences, the
Yeah.
experiences that just as a viewer, it is hard. I think because that's such a sensitive topic. It's such a not so much sensitive, but a very that's a rough place to go to. Like when you're going to connect with characters, it's a challenge because you have to put yourself in a mental place so that way you can feel they're feeling, right? And that sort of binds you with them to like go through that struggle and that journey with them. So that way when they come out the other side, you feel just as satisfied because you went through it together.
So go ahead. Sorry.
So, like with it in Silent Voice, you see all the bullying, you see all the struggles, you see the pain, the harm that happens.
Yeah.
And we're forced to go through it with the characters by proxy of, missing it. And then when you come out the other side and it's a happy ending and, people come to terms and peace and like they, learn to accept themselves and love themselves and open themselves up to those around them. Like your journey at that, so you're experiencing the pain with them, and then you're experiencing the reward, the end result of the effort, right?
Yeah.
to come out of that. And that, for me, is how really connect with a character is I want to go through the journey with them.
Yeah.
If in this, I didn't feel like I was going through the journey with the characters. It's more of just sort of a
Which makes
plot
sense though,
device.
because it focused more on finding Ayane and finding Ayane's body, right? And that was the journey of trying to find that, right? Where the other ones are just pretty much told, right, through exposition,
Yeah.
like, hey, this is what's happening. So that makes sense.
You
I would
also,
agree with
you
you on
really,
that.
yeah. I think you do much better. You like a lot of exposition though, right?
I
You like
do.
to,
I do like more
um,
exposition.
but that was the challenge for me is that I wasn't going through it with them. Now, if I was like seeing, know, go through like see him at his peak and then see him as him decline throughout this whole journey, right? And him being in and out of the hospital and
Yeah.
seeing about his parents crying, right?
Yeah.
And we know why they're crying. They're upset because they're going to lose their son. But like being there when they're like sort of like despondent, and this kid who's trying to stay strong for you're like you never want to be like as a parent. And I imagine for you, right? Because you're a parent.
Yeah.
You would never want to be in a situation. You would never want your kid to be in a situation where they have to be strong for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a burden on both your son and on yourself.
Yeah.
Um, well, we didn't see that. I would have loved to have seen that. Love to. I think what would have been really cool is if they had started movie, maybe showing a 15 to 20-minute introduction of each character, right?
Mm-hmm.
And have the ends of that 15 to 20 minutes sort of tie in at a central point. So like the end of like the first story, backstory, they're like, oh yeah, there's this kid wants to go ghost hunting, right? So like, and then
Oh, then had it all tied in together, and then go
have it all tie in together, and then go from that point after we've been introduced to them, they're going through, and then forward from the journey. And you don't even have to touch on it again. You don't even have to touch it again. But we've seen it, we've witnessed it, experienced it, and now we kind of so it's like we're seeing from their perspective, and then we get to switch to an outsider's view, right? And so we can go how sometimes when you look at people, you can like get hints of things, and you don't know specifically what's going on in someone's life, but these signs of things of like, oh man, that person doesn't look very happy, or that person looks upset or stressed or whatever, and you may not know what it is they're going through, but they're going through something. And I think what would have been really cool is if we get to see from their perspective, their experience, and then we get pulled out of that, and we get switched to an outsider view.
Mm-hmm.
And now we get like we know what's going on in them, but them don't tell the other characters what's going on with them, and so we get to see how they interact with each other, and we're I know what's going on with Ryu. The other two don't yet.
Yeah. I think that's
That would have
another thing, like, that is a good part or a good message of the movie too, right? Because maybe you don't know like the whole backstory, I guess, where you don't know exactly what they're going through, but no one problem or no singular issue or problem is worth more than your life, right? And obviously, I'm talking about the other two, but yes, I think like if it was done the way like you would direct it, yes, I think that we would all connect more with them individually.
And that's just me. Like obviously, I think it was a good film, and I think it's going to resonate with people differently, who based on their taste. But that's what I would have wanted if you want me to like really connect with them. That's what I would have wanted to see, or how I would have. That's an example of how I would have wanted to see it.
You think there should have been another short film before this one that came out that told each individual story, and then Then you could watch the second film, and then all of them are together.
You know, maybe if Ben, I mean, you could have even done it as like with Shinkai, like the last few films, there's always been a cameo from his other characters,
Yeah.
and so if you go on Reddit and look at like, there's some people like the Shinkai cinematic universe, and it's like
Yeah.
how they're all tied together, and Weathering with You is a alternate version of
Your name?
I think so, of Your Name, or an alternate reality, because it's before the two characters meet, um, after the events of Your Name.
Yeah.
Like you could have done like a short story, and you did it about like trauma and abuse and death and fear or something, like make that like the central plot point, and then you tell kind of like 5 centimeters, where you tell each story like in a section.
Yeah.
You could have done like a new film that is spiritual sequel, maybe not, obviously same characters, but
Yeah.
have to be a sequel to that film. It's just its own brand new story, and we're using these characters from this. Would have been really cool, because then that would have like still enjoyed sort of like on the outsider's view of what's happening, but then if you go the extra mile of seeing the preceding film, could have, you have that little extra insight. I think that would have been a cool way to do it too.
Yeah. Definitely too. But overall, I liked it. Definitely better than Makia.
We should probably rewatch Makia. Like,
We probably should, honestly. How much we like crap on it all the time, man.
Yeah, I think for next week we should watch Makia again.
Sure, I'll watch Makia again. I'll watch it again.
This time I won't watch the dub. I'll watch the actual dub.
Okay, same.
Mm,
I'll go into it with an open mind too.
Yeah. And we should have a backup plan if it still sucks, and so that way we can go, yep, hey, it still sucks, and then we're talking about this.
I mean, we can if you want. Yeah, I'll watch it again and then see if you can get through all of Silent Voice.
Ooh,
The manga.
do we?
Do we what?
You want to take next week off because it's Thanksgiving? I know we do it on the weekends, but like,
That's fine with me. I don't care. Do you have plans?
no yet.
I don't have plans on Sunday. So.
Plans. See, we'll play it by ear. Maybe it'll be a surprise.
It'll be a surprise for everybody. Just like always, right? It's always a surprise.
Yeah.
We're going to upload now or 3 months from now. Who knows?
I think we may probably. I don't know. We'll see. It depends on, I'm working this morning, and you were yelling at me like, "Why are you working on Sunday?"
Exactly. You shouldn't be working on Sunday.
Things to do. So
that's all I have.
yeah, same here.
Alrighty. Well, I think that's it. We'll watch something. I don't know yet.
you hate not having a plan, don't you?
It's not that I don't. I hate it. I'd like to know before 7 o'clock.
Right here. Okay, here we go. We're gonna figure it out right now, live, right here. Okay.
It's not gonna be the same. What do you mean?
What do you mean it's not gonna be the same?
Well, okay. If as long as we're doing a movie, it'll be the same. If we're doing a series or manga, it's not gonna be the same.
Why is that?
Because we won't. Because one of us will not watch it if it's a series or the manga.
That's probably true. I am right now lately the biggest.
And it's usually me, which is weird.
No.
I'm cool with Makia.
Oh man. Series are so hard right now.
Yeah.
So much going on.
But there's a lot of good series out.
There are a lot of good series out. Wanted to see what top picks for me are.
Do you want to do One Piece again? I don't know if anyone else would be busy though.
No, let's not do One Piece. You know what?
There's not a lot.
We don't
of
want to do
episodes
that.
out. Yeah.
Oh, it's something to
Surprised
really
you're not
hook me
getting
in.
Toradora, you know. Yeah, we need
Love
to get something that
Toradora.
Yeah, we need to get something that hooks you in, so you can watch it.
And like I could say, shut up, work. Anime to watch.
You probably watch Promise Neverland. You'd probably get through that pretty fast.
Promise Neverland. What's that about?
Or what's the April one? There's one that has April on it. Oh, Your Lie in April. I hear that's a tearjerker too. Those are my 2 recommendations to hook you in. I haven't watched them yet.
Your Lie in April.
Yeah. Oh, you don't like painting, do you? And art?
I mean, not an artist, but I do appreciate art.
Because Blue Period, even though like I'm not an artist or anything, that hooked me in fast, and like I watched all of it in like a night.
Ooh. Kind of like how so 92% of users like this show.
What is it?
In April.
Oh yeah, I heard it's like one of the top like 10 animes.
Like you said, you haven't watched it yet.
Nope.
And it's a single season. How many episodes? 13, 12?
I don't know.
Up right now.
You should also look up Blue Period and see what you like about that one too.
There's there's 22 episodes.
Of what? Your Lie in
Of
April?
Your Lie in April.
Okay, look at Blue Period then.
Hold on. Piano prodigy. Arima had a mental breakdown after his mother died, and now he cannot hear his piano and sees the world in monochrome. With the help of his friends, begins to overcome his mental block and begins to play again. I want to do it.
Okay, you have time?
Hold on. Let me see. Is it? Oh God, it's gonna be in
Sub only.
Sub only. I just know it.
Probably. No, that's probably a dub for it. It's gotta be a dub for it. It's been out a while. I'll look on Crunchyroll. There's gotta be a dub for it. Yep, there's a dub on Crunchyroll.
Okay, perfect. Let's do it.
All right. You think you got 22 episodes in you?
Dude, overcoming mental heartbreak, that's like a jam right there.
All righty. We'll do Your Lie in April.
I have to. I'll watch all 22 episodes on Saturday.
Oh gosh, don't do that. It's a holy weekend. Don't do that.
On Friday, because I have taken Friday off. I haven't decided yet. I'll take a half day on Friday.
I have Friday off.
You have Friday off? Did you vacation? You request it, or you get? Okay.
Request it. Alrighty.
I think I'll do it.
You do half day.
Do a half day.
Whatever you need to do to watch this anime, Lance.
Done. I'll get it done.
Alrighty. We'll catch everyone next time when we watch and review Your Lie in April.
Bye.